Hi everyone and welcome back to the Obvious Response channel. This is episode 33 of our Farming Simulator 22 series, and we are near the end of March. Um, we did a whole lot of reshuffling and building in the last episode. Most of our activities on the farm are well taken care of. The silage will be ready soon. The sheep are in the barn, and I completed working on field number 39 and 42 off camera. So these are now planted with grass and have been rolled. Another thing which I did was I placed all our machineries where we want them. So field number 31 is ready to be planted with soybeans. Field number 28 with corn. And as for our red beet, carrot, and parsnip, so there is a lot to farming around these plants. So let me quickly walk you through this. So these plants were added as part of the premium expansion, and if you look here, so if you look in the premium expansion pack, you will see um, these are these are the tools to create the ridges, and these are the seeders to put the seeds for beets, red beets specifically, carrot and parsnip into the field. And these are the different harvesters. So some use pallets, some have to be accompanied by a trailer, such as this one. And this one also needs a trailer to work alongside it. These are the tools for handling pallets, and these are the actual vegetable pallets that are used in these harvesters. So we won't be using them because we use the modded version here. So we use the Homer exact. So this works for, it works for all the crops such as red beets, carrots, cotton, and potatoes, sugar beets, parsnip, and sugarcane. So we will be using this, but in case you want me to create a video on how to use the traditional or the in-game harvesters, you can let me know and I can post a short video about it. These are the seeders, and one thing to note here is the 3 meter so the 3 meter tool to create the ridges, it can be attached with a 3-point attacher, and this 3-point attacher can be attached to this seeder. So you don't need to do two passes to create ridges using this and then seed using the seeder. You can do it all in one pass. Also, this seeder will work fine on its own. It is not compulsory to create ridges before planting the crops. But the advantage of creating ridges is that it provides one layer of fertilizer automatically. So it's free fertilizer if you create a ridge before planting the seed. Um, so this doesn't have a 3-point attacher. So if you are using the 6-meter ridge tool, so you will have to have one pass for creating the ridges and one pass for seeding with the 6-meter width planter. And you can go straight ahead and use this to plant the seeds, but again, that will cost you one layer of free fertilizer. So what I plan to do is I plan to use the 3-meter tools. So this is the tractor which we use for um, potatoes earlier, and I am going to use it for beets. So this tool here creates the ridges, and we will attach the seeder at the back here using the 3-point attacher, so that we can do the seeding and the ridge marking at the same time. So let me just show it to you quickly. So we can attach this here, and then we will need to lower it and then attach the seeder, and then we can raise it again. So these will be treated as two separate tools, but they will work as one. And then we need to um, fill our seeder. So this doesn't have mm, a whole lot of capacity. I think it's only 16 liters. So we will need some sort of arrangement to refill this on the go, because our red beet fields are here and we don't have a pit stop similar to the one which we have here anywhere near field number 15, 13, or 16. So either we do that, or this the simpler way to do it would be simply to buy a pallet of seeds. So I think, yeah, big bag pallets. So we can buy a pallet of seeds. It's 1,000 liter. Not sure how much will be used, but if we do buy this, click on buy, and if we go near it and try to refill, so it will immediately refill the seeder. So that's a pretty neat way of refilling, and we simply need something to transport a couple of these pallets to field number 15. I think we will need more than a couple because it's 1,000 liters. So depending on the consumption, we might have to supply more. But for now, this is what beet farming requires, and this is the arrangement that I am going with. So let me just send this over. Not sure if we can do this with a big bag. Might as well give it a try, because I already have a tractor with the with the bag handler front loader attachment. So let's quickly check. So we won't be able to check unless the tank is empty. I can do this using I can empty the tank using the easy development mode, but yeah. Um, let's stick with pallets for now and send this over to feed number 15 here. So will take a while. And in the meantime, we can head over to the farm, get in our truck, and see if we can transport a couple of crates over to field number 15. So, I mean, we will need a lot of seed because the same um, seeder slash planter will be used for red beets, carrots, as well as parsnips. So, majority of our farming in this month will be done with a single planter, and that will take some time. I'm not sure how many we can carry in this at a time. I don't, it is not auto loading anything. So let me just change the filter. Yeah, so I think we'll be able to carry three. So let's buy three more, or rather two more. See if we can carry that. Oh, we can definitely carry more since it is stacking. So let's do three more. That's pretty neat. I mean, I was worried. Okay, so that's six in total, and I think that is all what we can carry, at least in this trailer. So that's 6,000 liters of seed, including the one already loaded in the seeder. And we will take this and we will again flip it because I forget how easy it is to flip this. We might create a pit stop at field here near our soup factory and the preserved food factory if that is required, so that we don't have to take seeds up there again and again. But yeah, once that is done, I think we are done for the month of March and we should be able to move on to the month of April. So now we have field number 33, field number 39, 42, 40, and field number, yeah, and 38, which will be producing grass for us. So I also moved this forklift here because we will need it to transport bales later, and it serves absolutely no purpose down there at the farm, so might as well park it here. Yeah, so that's all for the month of March. Our sheeps, they look pretty comfortable. Some are resting, some are eating. Yeah, so health is 66%, which will improve in the next month. This is our cow barn, still waiting for silage. Hopefully, we can get this working in April. It has been there for a long, long time. So the hay is there. And the silage is there. So yeah, I mean, we can give it, we can have animals here, but we need to have, okay, we need to have straw as well. I think that is to be loaded here. I completely forgot about that. So we might have to take a few bales of straw. Not sure if I can carry it with this attachment. Let's give it a go. So square bales of straw. Let's start with two of them first and see if I can carry those using the forklift, or do we need to, we strictly need. So I'll just lower it down. Yeah, I completely forgot about straw. That is another part of. So I think the bales will not be enough. We will need to shred these bales if I remember correctly. So we will need to put them in a particular machine because this will not take bales. This takes straw in the, I mean, in the shredded form. So let me see if I can find out the tool for it. In animals, you have, these are the forage mixers. This one, the Pro Chop 150. This is for round bales. This is for square bales. I mean, yeah, this is strictly for round bales. I think this can take two bales at a time. Hmm. We will need to buy this, and that is how straw will be provided to the cows, not in the bale form. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot about it completely. So we might be able to start our cow barn in March itself. After all, I just need some mineral feed and need to bring that raw shredder or whatever it is. So let me find a tractor for it. So let me check the controls. Unloading side is on the left, which should be right. And I'm not entirely sure how this is going to pick up. Okay, it has picked up a bale, and unloading side is on the right. So we can start overloading, and there we go. That's and it is a pretty big bale, so it might take some time. 6075 liters, and as soon as I step out of it, stops working. This bale is now just hanging in the air. Let me turn super strength off. Okay, it is shredding that bale, but for some reason it doesn't want to go inside. So we will have to wait here until it shreds it completely. Okay, so it has taken two bales so far, and I hope we can turn from here. We'll go and pick up another two. Square bales, two more. Load them up. Take it back. And this time we will change the unload side to left so that we are spraying in the correct direction. Go inside. I might use the smaller one, smaller tractor here. This is a medium tractor. Okay, no spare capacity for straw, so I think that's all the straw it can hold. It's 18,000 liters, so that was two bales strictly, 9,000 liters each. So these two bales, I will take them back, or rather, I might leave them here, and we won't be leaving it outside. So we will park this somewhere here where we can bring it out quickly, and we might need a smaller tractor to work around our barns because this is certainly taking a lot of space. Anyways, so that's the straw taken care of. The next thing on the list is our mineral feed. So Do we have bags for that, or is it strictly pallet based? Solid fertilizer, seeds, lime, wheat, oat, pig food, road salt. Okay, so we won't get bags of mineral feed. We can only get crates. Hmm. So we might need a truck back here at the farm. So let me unload these. So that should be enough to get us started. Let me just get this going first, and then we can see what else is needed. So we'll buy some cows, and there are a lot of these. So the limousine, this type of cow is bred for profit and can be sold. This for profit and can be sold. This breed is used for dairy farming and produces milk. So these are the ones we want because we won't be selling any of our cows for profit. We just want milk from them. So this is 0 month, 12 months, and 18 months. And we can have 80. So let's buy 10 of each so that we have every type of, I mean, every age group and type of dairy cow there is, and leave some space for any newborns. So, I mean, let's see how much milk we get from 60, because if it isn't enough, then we might have to build another cow barn, which is again a complete different thing to do in itself. But yeah, our cows are in the field. A lot of moo on the farm now. So straw is there. We hopefully we get silage in the next month. Finally, the cow barn is up and running. It has been here for months, for seasons actually. But now, yeah, everything on the farm is working. Chicken coops are working, the sheep barn is working, and the cow barn is working as well. So, good news all around. Things are coming together nicely. And once we complete all our planting for the season, I think we should be pretty good to go. Another thing I want to have a look here, if we can get anything. So I'm not buying any harvester for grapes at the moment because I'm stuck between whether or not to have. So this is a smaller plow, might be useful for the grape fields. 52% discount, 24 months of age. This is the silage compactor which I was talking about when we were compacting silage. So we can use this on the farm, hopefully with the wheel loader. So might as well buy it. And for the plow, so we do have these subsoilers that we can use for grapes. But not sure if they will prevent weed from growing or not. So I would uh, definitely like to use the plow instead of the subsoiler. So I will purchase this as well, because it won't be. I mean, this will get refreshed once I forward to April, and we need to have something to transport. I mean, something to transport our bales and our mineral feed, something longer than the one we already have. And the one we have at the grain mill is, I mean, the connector on that is absolutely horrendous. So I'm just looking for something else. These, I hate these connectors basically, because they have a mind of their own. And so just looking for something else that we can use, which is not as big as the crone and not as small. So we might look into low loaders, but again, this has the same connector. Rest of them are too big. So might be tricky to find something. We can use them these with a dolly, but these are far too long and you know hard to maneuver. Hmm. So not sure if I can use this as a normal trailer. I don't think so. Nope, doesn't seem to work. Universal auto load doesn't work on this. So this is definitely not going to work. Hmm. Let's leave it here for now and try to find ourselves a trailer. So I will look for it and get back to you shortly. Yeah, so guys, welcome back. And finally found this. Finally settled on this. So this can auto load, as you can see, this can auto load 12, and I can put a couple on top if need be. But yeah, that's definitely more than transporting six at a time. That's almost double. So I think I'll stick with this for now, and use it for primarily for the mineral feed and a couple of tasks around the farm if required. But yeah, we are carrying 13,650 liters here, as compared to 6,000 something using the previous um, trailer. So yeah, just gonna unload this at the mineral feed silo and think we would be done for the day, for the month rather. So yeah, we'll unload this right here. Oops. Put this one over here as well. And again, it has taken all of it, so I'm not exactly sure if it is 49,000 liters altogether. Hmm. I suspect it might be because it is in the bottom right alongside. So we can do with the bigger trailer on this. So, anyways, since we have bought this and it's a nice loader, the handling is pretty good on this. So we'll keep this here just in case we need it. and we can move on to the next month. We will use, I mean, we can create a pit stop over there at field number 15, because since we will be doing all three fields using the same planter, it will take a lot of time and a lot of crates to refill if we go that way. So it might be better to just create a silo. So yeah, let's move on to April. I know we've been waiting for it, and something or other just keeps popping up. So finally, get up at 6 as usual, and it's already bright. Um, it's the month of April, and we are ready for another round of planting. But let's first have, so if you leave the grass after it is ready to harvest, it grows up to this level, but not sure if it makes a difference. And have a look at our canola field. So it's still growing, might be another month. But yeah, um, we will do a quick round of collection right after we set off a few machines. So I'm pretty excited to see how much wool we have. So the sheeps have not produced much. Their health is 100% now, and 266 liters of wool. But yeah, would rather give them some time. They've only just started working here. So 515 liters of milk, 4033 liters of slurry, which we can use in our fields, and separated manure. I'm not sure what that is or where it's supposed to be. And this is the feeding robot. So it creates the TMR mixture and then goes around feeding the cows here. I'm not sure if that it is supposed to look like this. But yeah, this is the robot which automatically feeds the cows. And I think where the food should be visible, that is underground. Not sure why that is, but the cows are eating invisible food. As long as the milk is real, doesn't matter that much. So then it goes back into the shed, which gets locked right there. And then whenever it needs a refill, the food goes, the three food, they go in these containers, they mix it up and put it in the robot, which again goes inside the barn to feed the cows. So pretty neat. And finally it's working. We have a straw here. The sheeps are looking good. So should be our chickens. So almost a full crate here, here, and these are, I don't think these are working. Yeah, no food in this one, no food in this one. So desperately waiting on the wheat harvest. Let's have a look. So currently we don't have anything to harvest. Everything is still growing. So we might as well get on with. So this will plant soybean here. So set this off. This will plant corn. So set this off. And this is here just to roll it immediately once it's done. Moving up. So this is mighty interesting, and we will do it this way, and this will take some time and a lot of refills. So let's see. This comes down and the ridge is getting created and the seeds are going in. And if we check on the map, yeah, we have that layer of fertilizer here as well. So yeah, one row has used almost 20%. So yeah, we will need to create some sort of refilling station here, and we have a lot of space here, so we can create just the seed container. Land is not owned by us. Definitely is. Just put it right here. So we can quickly come and refill after we use all those pallets, of course. There you go. So it's definitely gonna take a while. But yeah, um, that's the way to do it if you want that extra layer of fertilizer. We can do it directly using the 6-meter working width planter and then apply a fertilizer. I mean, that is another way to do it. So I think I might do that as well. So let's do it this way for the beets. And because why not? So buy this one, and we can do carrots and parsnips with it in the meantime. So it's been a while since we've bought a tractor. Let's see if there is something that we want. We don't have, the class we have is the larger one, and this is 295 horsepower. For this we need, just needs 270. Hmm. So yeah, we can go with the medium class, or I think we already have this one. We might have a few standing around doing nothing. Yeah, that's the one right there. So we'll use this one instead. As good as any. And it will have to go and pick up the cedar from the shop. So everything is immediately in motion and this is blocked. Might as well park this somewhere. So our soybean field is immediately done. And then we move on to field number 25. While this gets rolled, the seeder will complete this field and then we can take it over to field number 25 here. Okay, we haven't prepared this field, which is not good. Okay, there are weeds in there, so that means we need to get our plow here. And then there are rocks, so no matter what you do, you always end up missing something. Anyways, let's take our plow over to field number 25 and get working on it. The plow might just jump around a bit. I hope it doesn't, but it might. And over to so this has done its job beautifully. We'll just park it over here until we send it over to field number 25, waiting for it to get ready. Field number 28 is being done for cotton, and this has run out of seeds with, I mean, I think what looks like Four rows. Anyways, so we will do a quick refill from the crates first because we don't want them lying around, and later we'll do it from the seed tank. So this is going to take a lot of our time. That's why I decided to do carrots and maybe parsnips using the direct method because I'm sure this will take some time. Okay, so let's pick up our our carrot, parsnip, and red beet planter, the bigger one, and bring it over here where we can refill it first and then send it to work on field number 13. We'll probably need this up there, so I'm just gonna do quick collection run. Let's send this over to field number 13, which is for carrots, and we will need to fertilize it afterwards because we are not using the we are not creating ridges before we are planting, so that means we don't get the bonus fertilizer. And someone has completed their task. That should be okay. So I have planted sunflower here by mistake. That shouldn't have happened. I forgot to change. Oh god. Hmm. That is going to be a problem. We will need to find another field for corn apart from this, because this is just a bonus field that we are doing. But yeah, that shouldn't have happened. We will just have extra sunflowers on our hand, and that's not that big a problem. But yeah, we will have to look for a field for corn now. This is rolled and done. We have 100% yield bonus. That's perfect. Let's take this up to what was supposed to be corn but turned out to be sunflower thanks to me. I mean, we can use field number 32. That is another empty field that we have right here. We can use this for corn, and it has happened here. Let's bring over. Stone picker. We will need it at field number 25. And I will take this back to the farm. We will continue working on the fields, and the game speed is still set to 2 so that we don't run out of time. And we will continue this in the next episode. Um, Thank you so much for your patience and for watching. For those all who have been following the series, thank you for your support. If you have any suggestions, you can leave them in the comment section and I will have a look at them. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. In the meantime, this is me signing off. Take care. Cheers. Bye bye.